Hello YouTube. Well, it is your Friday Eve video. It is Wednesday at about 2:20 in the afternoon, and it is, I think we're the 12th of January, and it's in the 40s today. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to get this loader fired up, let this warm up for a couple minutes, and we got to get them slabs dumped. And Eddie's on his way up here, so I'm going to give this old grill a minute or two to let her warm up for a minute or two and get them slabs out of the bucket into that pile. So, and we got to get them slabs cut up that are sitting at the end of the mill, which we didn't get to do. We got rained out that day. We have got a bunch of 1x6, or no, 1/2 inch by 6 inch pine boards to make for pellet runners, and I think we need 200 of those, and we need another order of hardwood. It's going to be 8 foot long. I think they're going to be 1x3s. They need anywhere from 50 to 100. We'll see what we produce. So in this time of year, you got to just make it happen. You know, we are a very small sawmill. If you want to look at a real big sawmill operation, look up Logger Wade. When I talked to him at the Bunyan show, he said he was doing 6.5 million feet a year. That's logging and sawing. And another one you want to watch if you want to see a good logger. So all he does is cut trees down. Nuts 319, and he's a local guy, and we're going to hopefully hook up with him someday. So how you doing out there, Nuts? We'll hopefully talk to you someday. But well, enough said. Let's get the rest of this equipment fired up here, and Eddie will be here shortly, and we're going to get ready to start doing some sawing. Okay, I think she's warmed up enough. We'll find out here. Hasn't been run for a while, so get this slab out of here. It's good to run equipment once in a while in the winter time, just to exercise it, as John Clark would say. And we've been selling a little bit of slab wood, not much. Yeah, at least it wasn't froze to the bucket. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Yeah, we'll get this thing set up and start looking for some logs here. So we'll talk to you here in a bit. All right, get you some cut up saw action here. So got to keep the mess under control. But sometimes we don't get her done at the end of the day. Some of these boards are too rotten, so firewood. Alrighty, let's get your Friday Eve video started here and get some heat going here. Get my electric on, and we are going to be sawing some slats for pellets. So we haven't sawed for a few days, and it's going to take me a couple minutes here. And when you don't saw every day, you do get rusty very quickly. All right, let's see how close we get this on here. That looks pretty darn good there, people. And our goal here is to get 6-inch, get this canted down to 6 inches. That looks all right. And it looks like we got a good hold of her. Go out to see Mr. Laser. Let's give that a try. And we do miss sawing. Something we do enjoy doing. And I got to be able to get 6-inch faces out of here. They're sawing these down to 1/2 inch. I think you remember these from before. Tell you what, let's put that back to the knees. And we're sawing 6-inch stuff. We don't need to worry about putting the dogs away until we get down to our final run. Let's get on our way. Yeah, I don't get enough face on there for 6 inches. That might edge out. Yes, it will. Gotta have confidence. And no, we do not debark. No, we don't want to debark. There's 6.5. Oh, just for the fun of it, let's bring it down to 6. That's good enough. That'll be kindling on a nice cold morning. All right, just lay it down. And let's just start ripping bunches of pieces off. Beautiful. About a couple more minutes, this hydraulics will be good and warmed up. No sense of trying to edge anything off of there. Let's just try to get it down to a square face. Beautiful. I see John the Turtle's watching again. we're going to try to make you a few videos here in the next couple of days before we get down to the frigid temperatures again. We do got a couple bigger logs coming up. That might be another video though. Alright, we're going to roll it back after this. Alright, lay her back to the knees. And put the doggies in. Someone had mentioned, someone I'd never heard, I don't know how that would work. Instead of retracting the dogs, wind the knees back and then put the dogs down. I have no idea what that would do. It said it would hold better. But if you have one sticking out just a hair, you're done. It don't take nothing. This is dry spruce here. I don't think I'm going to be able to milk one out of there. Yeah, maybe. It's an inch and a half. All right, let's get our next log. We'll give you a couple for Friday Eve. We'll give you a couple for another video. We'll just try to bank you up some sawing video here. Yeah, it's supposed to get really cold on Saturday again. Just a little bit more. All right, we'll hit the old get on pedals and get on there. Get on there, doggy. Them logs just about tell you what to do to them. I mean, that will work. Let's just put the master dog down just to say we used it today. All right, back to the saw here. We're going to bring it out a little bit more. Give Eddie a second here. I don't know if this log's sound enough to get down to 12 and a... Give Eddie a minute here. It's hard when you only have one guy at the other end. It's just what it is. All right, let's lay this back just for the fun of it and see what we end up with. I can get this to square up at 12 1/4. that held good or not. I guess it did. We're going to find out, that's for sure. But I'd like to get a little bit more off of that. A little bit of rot going on here, people. Nah, we're not going to be able to use 2 out of that. Not going to work. Oh well. Yeah, it's too punky. I'm going to take this off in heavier pieces. There's no sense of prolonging the agony here. We'll get it down to 6 inches. Now let's see if we can yield a board out of that. I hear stuff hitting my windshield in here. Well, at least it's staying together. Okay, let's roll that back one more time. Get a little bit more on that other face, since we're going down to 6. And I know these logs are bad, but that's all we have to work with, so. Yep. Take her down to 6. If anything, we'll have some good kindling. Look at the end of that log, it looks pretty decent, but and I forget when we get a piece for these things, but all right, let's take it down to final 6. Good enough. Now here's where a resaw comes in handy, but we don't do enough of this stuff. Alright, we might have to go out and unjam that little piece from the saw. Got a good hold of it. I'm just going to take a big old cut off of there, get into something solid, hopefully. Hopefully that is not jamming that saw, but it'll let us know in a hurry. Give Eddie a minute to get caught up here. Yeah, you'll usually see the back of the saw start to throw sawdust when you get a little bit of heat going on. And oh, this next log is just a real prize. There we go. And everything's finally starting to warm up here and limber up. We got some cracking going on now. Oh, let's put that back to the knees. Looks like it might have had a Y in it at that point. Something was going on there. Let's get to the solid wood. No sense of wasting 4 cuts. Yeah, hopefully that's solid. Yeah, we need to get a hold of Nuts 319 and see if he has any connections on some fresh spruce, fir, pine, poplar. We done picked the shelves dry. And this is it. I won't get another one out of here because that'll put me past my safety zone, and I'm not changing the teeth today. All right, here we go. We got one prize log for you. And I say that very sarcastically. Oh yeah. Yep. The best for you people. Here we go. I'm gonna try and pull up this stuff. That'll work. Now, let's get that bow out of there. And I don't know if we have enough to work with here. This isn't good, but we're going to get something out of it, even if it's a bunch of firewood. And you'll see we cut the taper out of this. And we're going to try to get down to a 6-inch parallel. Then he get his fingers back. I gotta watch here is the center of that log might not give me 6 inches if I keep going here, so. Yeah, it's funny. Eddie's liking it. All right, let's. Been watching a lot of the McGuire & Sons videos. They got that old M14, they call it a Foley bell saw, it's a Timber King, whatever you want to call it, but that's how I started my whole career on sawing, on that one mill. Let Eddie get his fingers back. They're looking for a Meadows. So if you know anybody selling a nice little Meadows unit, they would love to have it. They'll think they died and went to heaven. Eddie and I cut a lot of lumber on that little mill. Yes, sirree. Now let's get down to our 6 inches. But yeah, if you want to practice sawing, put something like this on your mill once in a while, and you'll figure out how to use all your gadgets. You'll need them. You need every one of them out there. All right, let's just cut past all the junk. Get to a straight. We'll get a couple out of here anyway. They only have to be 4 foot long. Even if they got to cut them down, they'll still get a slat out of there. If anybody follows Logger Wade, that last video he did of the year when he does his walking through and showing what they accomplished, what they bought, what he said at the very end of that video of how he thinks of his men and how he treats his men, that is a true leader. I tell you what, Wade, that's a heck of a nice guy to say something like that. And a lot of management where I work, we call mismanagement. These people would never compliment you. They'd never build you up. Just tell you what you're doing wrong and what they don't like. And I'm gonna try to shove this back a little bit. I do is just back my knees up. I want to just get it to go forward a little bit on that carriage. That'll work. Dogs in, dogs down. There we go. Yeah, it might seem like a lot of bother for a few slats, but what else would I be doing on this lovely evening? Yes, I called Eddie up yesterday. I said, I think we're going to get a little window here. We better use it. But this will be it for your Friday video. And we'll give you a little, we'll talk to you at the very end here, but let you go here. And I'm gonna reset the camera, and we got a nice big, I think it's a white spruce on there. All right, we're going to give you a little exit video on a Friday Eve, which is kind of odd, but the boys are coming back from days of tree work here, and we got, what, about 80 pieces already?
80, 85, time we edge off, yeah.
And this is the 12th of January, and can you believe it's in the 40s?
Didn't get there till 4 o'clock.
Yeah, well, it was about 45 degrees for about 5 minutes, and then it gets it cools down from there. And yeah, we're actually using the lights. It's this time of year, the sun, it goes to sleep early, and so do I.
Like some lights.
Yeah, the laser actually shows up better with those lighting. But hey, 48,000 subscribers.
I've seen that.
And I don't know when I'll get this video on. It might not make it for Friday Eve because I got to get home and edit this shit. And once I edit this yet, it's got to be, we're getting to, it's 4:30, almost quarter to 5. Yeah. I got to eat. And, oh yeah.
Gotta eat.
So it's been a day. So we're trying to get you some video. I know that we've been a little bit of lean on videos here lately. So. A little bit of office work to do yet, but
we'll get something on.
We'll keep you. We got some banked video, and I think you'll like some of that. So, thanks for supporting this channel. Thanks for the 48,000 subs, and
thank you.
We'll catch you on the next video, and stay warm. We'll talk to you then.
Thank you.
Bye bye.